Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it pop.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Allan on the board.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the damn show.
Hello, this is Allan OTB. I was going to give you guys information on our best of and what the segments were about and all that, and I decided, fuck it. I'm just going to do it. So here you go.
Speaking of being hot, man.
Uh-oh. Why, yes, I am.
I got a little story to tell.
Oh.
About Memorial Day weekend.
Now, this is a story all about how Fred's life got
Memorial
turned
Day
upside
got turned
down.
So, what was that? Friday, I got off work, me and a buddy of mine and my wife, we decided to go have some libations.
Uh-oh. That's drinks.
Yeah, that's drinks, ladies and gentlemen. And at the local watering hole. And so we were sitting there drinking.
Means
and this is just a prequel to the story. I got to build up to it. And I got to have a whole build up to it.
Sure.
So
well, we got a lot of time to kill.
Okay, so I'm about
tell
to
us about the weather and everything.
So we're sitting there drinking, and I guess we sat there for about a couple hours, and I'm feeling pretty good, and I hadn't opened the floodgate yet, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, because once you start,
right.
You got to keep going, and so like this particular establishment only has like one stall in the bathroom. It's one of those bathrooms, you know what I'm saying? And it's a low class place. I mean, it's nothing fancy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I told you it was the back of the gas station.
Beer and chicken dogs. So I go inside to go use the restroom, and there's like 5 dudes, you know what I'm saying, waiting in line. And I'm like, man, I can't stand here, and wait for these guys to go, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'll just go outside around the building to the side of the building and, take care of the business. And I did. And like, unfortunately, somebody walked past. And
my biggest fear.
Yeah, dude. But I had my back turned, and I'm not exposing myself or anything like that. I'm just taking a quick leak. And
excuse me while I whip this out.
Yeah. So I go back to the table, and like 10 minutes later, like the waitress comes out and she's like, "You guys need anything?" I was like, "Nah, we all paid up." 2 minutes after that, a guy comes out and he's like, "Hey guys, how y'all doing?"
Ooh.
I'm Randy. And I was like, "Oh, hey Randy, I'm Fred." And I shook his hand.
I don't want to touch that. I know where it's been.
This is my bar, and we don't allow people to pee in the parking lot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. And I was like, man, I was fine. Okay.
Randy.
You just shook my pee-pee hand, but like
that's what I'm saying. Randy you're like, all right, Randy, well, we're even now.
So I didn't mind that, and went home, and next day he did. He shook that pee-pee hand. He shook the dick hand, But so I went home, and the next day, we had some things to do with the kids in the morning, and got up, did that, and came back, and it was still pretty like kind of cool outside, So I was like,
time to go
ahead and
drain the
this grass out. No, I had to go cut my grass.
You were gonna pee in your own yard.
This went to a weird place
I do
already.
that all the time. I do that all the time.
That's okay because it's your property.
It's my property, right. And so, I mean, I did big cut too, I cut the whole yard, did all the trimming, and I weed eated the spaces in between the walkway where the grass is growing through and shit. You know, I did the big cut.
That was very motivating of you.
Yeah, man. It took me about 3 hours to do all that shit, man. And didn't drink any water. Didn't drink any water. And I guess it was probably around 6:30. My wife was like, she's like, hey, I gotta go to the grocery store. She's like, I'm gonna take the kids with me. You know, I'm gonna take 2 of the kids with me, and my other one was over at my mom's. And she's like, you know, I'll be back in about an hour or whatever. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, fuck. I went and took me a shower. I was like, and I remembered like I had one of those little gummies, you know, the little gummy thing.
Sure.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna take me a shower. I'm about to pop this gummy. Yeah, about to eat this gummy bear. And
a melatonin gummy, I assume.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna go outside and, you know, just chip around some golf balls. I'm about to relax myself.
I'm gonna go outside and just pee real quick again. Because I love doing that.
Maybe I will if I'm out there. Because I like it, you know? Yeah. Sun never gets on my penis. So like, you know.
Give the old guy a little tan.
Extra tan.
Yeah.
So I'm out there for about an hour. And I start feeling funny. You know what I mean?
Like funny haha or funny queer?
Just funny just funny, you know, just not right, you know?
Sure.
And I was like, well, let me go pick these golf balls up and go in the house and sit down for a little bit. Get in the house, fucking just sitting there, and I can't stop moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started pacing and shit, and I was like, oh man, that gummy's hitting me. That gummy bear's hitting me. And I was like, oh shit, this gummy bear's hitting me really fucking hard, man. I was like, oh shit, and I can't stop moving. I'm pacing, and I was like, fuck. I was like, my wife's gonna be back in probably like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I can't have her and the kids see me like this. You know what I'm saying? So like, this is the hardest thing I had to do. I had to literally text my wife. I said, hey, when you get home, come to the bathroom. And she's like, why? I was like, fuck. It's like, I ate this gummy bear and it is hitting me way harder than I thought. And I cannot have you and the kids see me like this. And she's like, well, I guess because I was supposed to cook steaks. You know what I'm saying? That night I was supposed to cook steaks. That's why, like, she was gonna do baked potatoes. I was gonna cook steaks. You know what I mean? We were gonna eat good that night. And she's like, well, fuck, I guess I'll just take the kids out to dinner and, you know, you got about an hour, you know what I'm saying, to calm yourself or whatever. And I was like, all right.
Yeah. Now you get a kick out of the bar.
The one thing.
Hold on. Before you carry on.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting on the edge of my seat wanting to know how the beginning of the story relates to right now. Go ahead. I'm sure you're going to wrap it all up nicely in a bow. I'm just wondering.
Yes. I'm wrapping it up.
No. By no means do I want you to hurry up. I'm just interested. My brain, like a mystery, like Glass Onion, right?
It's a mystery.
Is trying to figure out, why did he tell us about him getting caught pissing outside? And then this. So, and no, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. All in good time.
Okay. So
you're
I'm like, she's gonna be back in about 20 minutes. I sent her that text.
Right.
I sent her the text, you know, told her what happened. And she texted me back. She's like, well, too late because your son just read that.
Okay.
My son just read that I ate the gummy, and I'm
good that
so now you're freaking out more, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, I'm so stupid.
You're like, I don't even have a son. Wait, what? Like, this gummy is great.
And then evidently, because you know I live next door to my mom.
Yeah.
She calls my mom and like, go over and check on Fred. And I'm like, God damn it. She comes over there and she's like, you okay? And my mom, she don't take gummy bears, but like, you know.
Right.
And
okay,
I
so
like,
I was like, she's gonna be pissing in his chair.
Like, yeah. I was like, she's like, you know, Fred, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I gotta ride this thing out. I was like, Ma, it's on my ass, Ma. Like, and it was, dude, like, it was like coming in waves, like really aggressive waves. Like, it would come on and stay for about 10 minutes and then would back off. And then I'm like, okay, well, maybe that was a peak. No.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. And so, like, I told my mom, and she was like, well, if you need me, you know, just come over there. I was like, all right. So I'm in the house by myself. You know what I mean?
Now just thinking of it.
Yeah, dude, I am. And I was like, all right, man, just, you know, fucking just sit down, do something, just try to, you know, just ride it out.
Yeah.
And 10 minutes later, I'm like, nah, can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I was literally like,
oh, geez Louise.
Yeah, dude. Like, I was shaking and I was like, nope, can't do it. I gotta do something. So I did what everybody doesn't want to do. I had to call 911, man.
Did you for real?
Yeah, I did, dude. Like, I went outside and like I called them, you know, walked over to my mom's.
Yeah.
And, I was like, Mama. I was like, I'm calling. I had to call 911, Mom. I'm sorry. And she's like, it's okay. It's all right. And like, I'm telling them, I'm giving them my information. Like, I'm lucid and
yeah. You're there.
I know I'm there. But like, you know, and once I got off the phone, or once, you know, she was like, okay, you know, ambulance on the way, all that good shit. And it hit me again. Another one came on, and like I fell on the ground.
Okay.
And
Holy shit.
I was like, and my left side went numb, dude. Like, that's what really fucked me up, bro.
What
like
the
my
fuck did you?
All right. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Before I take a second, take a water because I know you need it. I have a theory, Alan.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my theory. The ambulance shows up and the guy's like, my name is Randy and I own this bar. you passed out at our table. You need to leave. It was all a dream.
It was all a dream. He
used to read Run Up magazine.
That's right. All right. So, okay. So, well, this is very scary for everyone, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. Like, no, I'm freaking out. Like,
I would be freaking out.
I remember, like, when the ambulance lady told me that, and then, like I said, my left side went numb.
Right.
I said out loud, oh, fuck, I'm having a stroke. You know what I'm saying? And I threw my phone down and I started walking, and that's when I kind of like collapsed, you know what I'm saying, in the grass. And
aren't you glad you cut it?
Yeah. Could you imagine falling on that high grass?
Yeah.
How embarrassed would you be?
For days. Tide wouldn't even get that shit out.
That's right.
Like, so like now I'm like on the ground and I'm like, and like my mom's there and I was like, Mama, hold my hand, Mama.
Mama, I'm coming, Mama.
Oh,
and
man.
I was like, I'm gone, Mama. I was like, I'm gone. I was like, she's like, you ain't dying. You're not dying. I was like, Mom, I'm gone. And then I started singing. Like, I started singing. Like,
did you record this?
We have a Ring camera.
Oh,
So like,
yeah.
Yes. But I'm off camera. But
you can hear it.
You can still hear it.
Oh,
And I'm like, oh Lord, take me to the river.
And your mom is like, what did I do to my son? My son is
She's like, no. She's like, baby, just hold on. And I was, my whole thing from like that point on was, come on. Like talking to the ambulance. Y'all. I'm like, come on, y'all. Come on.
Come save me.
Oh Lord, take me to the river.
Was she trying not to smile?
No, like she's freaking out.
I'm sure she was scared the hell. Yeah, dude, that freaked me out.
Yeah, everybody's freaking out. Like, and then so like I'm still on the ground, still flailing and like singing and shit, and I can hear them. You know what I'm saying? I can hear the ambulance coming, and I'm like, oh, come on. You know what I mean? And the fucking fire department pulls up first. Like, and I can see the guy, like, you know, get out the truck. And I'm like, yeah, y'all, come on. And I see the guy walk around and what is he walking for? What is he walking for? I was like, come on. And he gets over there, what's going on? And I told him straight up, you know, what I took and all that shit. And he's like, oh, okay. And they checked my vitals, you know, blood pressure, oxygen and shit. And apparently it was normal. But, and then my aunt, she knows like what happened. And she's like, he needs, and I'm not even making this up. Like, I know this is an internet thing, but she was like, he needs some milk.
You need some milk? What is that?
He needs some milk. I don't know. I guess it brings you down, or
okay.
Like I don't know. But she was like, he needs some milk, and like,
but
I was like, no.
For that.
I was like, no, I want told me not to eat that, drink that, take it, and so like the ambulance gets there and they fucking like load me up. You know what I mean? And like, bro, I swear, man, like I felt and when I was on the ambulance ride, I felt myself slipping away. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still in the back of the ambulance, like straight man tripping. I'm tripping because I am singing. I'm singing, I did it my way.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna go, man, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, right.
And I never forget her name. I won't forget her name. Her name's Beth. I won't say her last name. But she was like, "Oh, you're a singer." She's like, "Okay, come on, sing something else for me." I was like, "I don't know." I was like,
You didn't tell her about the podcast, right?
Come on, Beth. I was like, "Give it to me." I was like, I need the juice, Beth. Come on, Beth, give it to me. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said some really dark shit to her too. I was like, she was like, you know, hey, so what's going on? I was like, you know what's going on, Beth. You've seen it before. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus
like,
Christ, Fred.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Fred needs to not ever do drugs again, for real.
She was like, 20 years I've seen a lot in the back of this ambulance. You know what I'm saying?
But
and
not
I was
this.
like, come on. I was like, Beth, hurry up. Come on. We got to go. She's like, I'm not driving. I was like, what's the guy's name up front? She's like, Steven. I was like, Steven, let's go, man. Come on. Why the lights ain't on? I was like,
wow.
Like, oh my
Steven's
God,
like,
man.
I work for Domino's, bro. I don't know why you're in the back of my truck and like,
this is a Domino's.
you thought you called 911, you called pizza.
You called Domino's.
Yeah.
And like, no, Beth was great though, man. Like, cause
Shout out Beth.
She sat there with me. Shout out to Beth. She sat there with me and like, she's like, she asked me my name and I was like, well, so what's your name? You know what I mean? She's like, Beth. And she's like, you know that song? I was like, by Kiss? And I was like, yep, Beth, here you calling, but I can't come home right now.
Jesus Christ.
You weren't dying, brother.
No, evidently not. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like it, man. I swear, like.
Okay, so what the fuck happened then?
What happened with Randy?
Hold on, we'll get there. I'll give you the
Okay. No, I'm not trying to speed it up. I'm just curious.
Okay,
There's more story.
He gets to the hospital and doctor is Randy.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody's Randy.
Yeah.
So, like you said, we make it to the hospital.
Yeah, in the hospital.
Like, I'm like, come on. And I kept telling myself, I should have called him 15 minutes earlier. I should have called him 15 minutes earlier. And like, they reeled me in. And like, so I'm still on the gurney and we're sitting there. And I'm like, yo, what's the deal? Come on. I need the juice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need like an IV or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
anything.
My mouth was so dry. I felt like me, myself, Irene, Jim Carrey took that pill. And like, my shit was so dry, man. And like, now Beth is talking to the nurses and the guy, Steven, he's like, and it's probably, I guess it was 9:00. He was like,
PM.
bro, yeah, PM. He's like, when'd you take that thing? I was like, bro, I don't know. It was like 7 o'clock or something. He's like, dude, you're still tripping balls. I was like, I'm dying here. I was like, where the defibrillator at? You know what I'm saying? So like, I told Beth, I was like, Beth, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me, Beth, please. And she said, she's like, I'm not going anywhere. She's like, I'll be right here.
She's like, I want to see how this plays out.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, yeah.
They actually get me back to like a room in the triage or whatever, and like the other nurses come in and start, asking me questions and stuff like that. And then I look over at Beth, and Beth says, Fred, I've got to go. No, Beth, don't you leave me. Don't you leave me, Beth.
Beth, I hear you calling.
Don't you leave me. I got to go. Like, another thing, we was in the back of the ambulance. She told the driver, she's like, yeah, go ahead and call it in. I was like, don't you call it in, Beth. No, Beth. You can save me, Beth. Don't you call it in.
Jesus.
Don't you call it in, Beth. So back into the room, Beth leaves me. Now I'm surrounded by about 4 or 5 nurses, and they're all sticking the shits on me and like hooking me up the machines.
Yeah.
And then evidently I don't remember being very aggressive, but that's what was in the notes at the hospital. They said I was being very aggressive, number one, being very aggressive, agitated, and singing. Those are like the 3 big notes.
That's how I describe you to everybody. When people were like, tell me about Fred, I'm like, aggressive, agitated, and singing.
When did she show up?
Like she came, she was on the outside, like they wouldn't let her back,
right,
you know what I'm saying, until later. But she told me, like after everything was over and we were at home, she said that I hit one of the nurses. Now it could not have been like I didn't full on punch,
like close hand fist punch. Yeah,
it was a bit.
I think because I was still shaking and shit, and I think I was flailing, and my arm came out and hit one of them.
Sure.
And like I said, at this time I'm surrounded by like 5 nurses, and then like 3 older, and these were all white people. Yeah, I'm saying no offense, but
no. Hey, I knew it was.
It really, because I was at this point. I guess I'm paranoid, but like I'm surrounded by all these white people, and then I started looking around, and I was like, "There ain't no cameras in here. They're gonna kill me."
This is the end for old Fred.
Yeah, well, that's the normal Fred there.
Right. And evidently, the 3 older white women that came
I know Matt Parker. He's white too. Please don't kill me.
The 3 older white women that came in were like, I guess they were like head nurses, or
right.
they were
the
over
big guns,
these.
Yeah,
they were over these people, and I guess that's when I flailed and hit the nurse, and I remember that old white lady looked me dead in my eyes. She said, "Hey." She said, "You're going to behave yourself, or we're going to tie you down in this fucking chair or this bed." And I was like, I just pissed.
Wow. Dude.
She said, "Goddamn right you did. Now you know who's in charge."
Wow. I had no idea this story was going to go like all right, people. Fred told us he was going to tell us a story.
A story,
We had no idea it was going to be this.
Right. None of us did. He didn't even know.
She said, "Goddamn right you did. Now you know who's in charge." Like, I pissed that man, dude. I pissed that fucking man. I was like, and then she was like, "Hey, do you want your family to come in here? Or do you want your family back here?" And I was like, no, I don't want.
They're the whole reason they started.
I want my wife back here. And then she said, "Would you like me to give you something to calm you down?" And I was like, "Yes, please."
She's like, "Well, I have a gummy."
Yeah.
You're like, Randy, come here.
Oh. So they gave me
See, that's what happens when you pee in the parking lot.
That's the
they
lesson.
gave me 2 milligrams of Ativan. And then evidently when they gave me that, it knocked me the fuck out. And then my wife told me my blood pressure dropped to like 50/30 or something like that.
That's not good.
That's not good. You know what I mean? So I'm still here, guys.
Yeah.
So all in all,
pump your blood pressure.
I
up.
did not read what I was taking. Like,
Okay.
turns out it was like 130 milligrams of
drugs?
CBD of like the gummy.
That's
like
a lot.
130 million. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. It's a lot. Plus, I had went out drinking the night before,
Right.
cut grass, and I didn't drink anything. Like I didn't
Right,
drink
you
any
were
water or
dehydrated,
anything.
yeah.
So I was dehydrated.
Yeah.
I was like,
edibles are good,
really,
too.
yeah, dude. Like, so, yeah, that's.
Are you
the,
are you gonna do edibles again?
So
No, I
he's
I
like, I
actually,
popped
like,
one
threw all-
right
I
as soon as
threw-
I got out.
I threw all my weed away.
Good call.
Like I threw it all away. I don't even want it no more.
What did they? No, I get it. Hey, I get it.
Oh no.
What did they end up saying? It was just they had to get it out of your system, or like,
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, did you
know
stay
what
the
I mean?
night,
Just-
or were you just there for?
No, I went.
out?
I think, like I said, I got to the hospital probably around 9 and checked out around 1:30.
Okay, but they felt like everything was fine. You just needed.
Yeah,
to, like,
yeah.
look at-
They ran like a whole bunch of tests on me, and
right.
like all my levels were
Shit.
pretty much fine, as far as
Yeah, it was just a
concernable health. Yeah,
Right. What
it
they
just-
could. Yeah. What they could
Yeah,
measure.
it
was,
took
I thought you
me-
might have had like heat stroke or something, and then mix that with.
That's what I was thinking
'Cause-
too, because like I said, I was in, and
Yeah,
I
you were
knew,
there, yeah.
like I was there. You know what I'm saying? And I knew I hadn't drunk any water. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Since the previous night. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I got to be dehydrated. I'm so stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Dehydrated because you peed yourself.
Yeah, I did. I peed that fucking. But that was after that. They gave me the drip.
They
They gave me that. They gave me an IV. You know what I'm
that's
saying? Yeah. So like,
Jesus,
maybe that
man.
just.
I'm glad you're
Yeah,
okay.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
we're laughing now because you're okay.
Yeah, because I'm okay. You know what I mean?
That's what
But,
happens when you
like,
follow
yeah,
your
no,
dreams,
it-
Fred.
Follow your dreams.
No, dude. Like I'm done though. Like I don't wanna fuck with that shit.
So what?
Sure.
What did I obviously you said your kids knew what was going on? Were they
Yeah,
worried? Were they
yeah.
cool? Like they understood everything was all right? Or
Yeah, I guess my wife explained to him.
okay,
Dad's
a dumbass.
So yeah, dad's a dumbass.
yeah, he shouldn't have cut the yard, and
Did
you'll be
she-
cutting the
yeah.
yard from now on.
Did she ever get her steaks?
Yeah, we did. She did. She cooked them bro, I came home because she's got that on the Ring camera too. Like me coming home from the hospital, and I don't remember any of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember any of it because I was still on the Ativan, and she evidently got me home, gave me a shower, and like put me to bed, and I woke up the next day, which would have been Sunday, around 2:30.
She's a keeper.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
She's definitely a keeper because
Yeah, she is. She is. But
Wow.
Wow, that is right.
glad I didn't piss in my bed.
No, that would have been it. That should kicked you out. That would have been it. That would have been
Then it
it.
would have been too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit, guys. I'm
So, yeah.
glad you're okay, Fred.
Yeah.
So once again, kids, let's remind you: don't do
Don't
drugs.
do it. Don't do it. At least,
you're gonna do
if you
drugs,
do,
Just do a little.
know what you're doing.
Yeah, just keep a little hand or
Don't-
the head. A little leg.
Yeah. Don't fucking just do it all willy nilly.
Yeah. Oh, so you?
Yeah, I
that's what. So yeah, man, like 130. That's a lot. Like,
Yeah, that's a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Because usually I didn't read the fucking thing because I had taken because it came with like 2.
Yeah.
It came with 2 gummies in this thing, and I ate the first one, but I ate half of it went out and did some stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We went out, you know what I'm saying? Then ate the other half later on that night. You know what I'm saying? This time I was just like,
well, that's the chance with edibles, man. Edibles every time. It's different.
Yeah.
That's the risk you take.
That is. It is. It's
crazy, man. Well,
one I will not be taking anymore.
Good to hear. Fred learned a life lesson, ladies and gentlemen.
He's not going to eat any gummy bears of any.
Right. He's I threw out all the gummy worms.
I don't even like gummy candy.
I threw out all the gummy worms. There's no more Welch's fruit snacks in this house. We're done with this. Damn.
He shot a bear.
Yeah. He's like, as a matter of fact, I'm anti-animal now. So if anything that could be turned into a gummy comes into my yard, I'm going to kill it. It's like, honey, can rabbits turn into can they make gummy rabbits? She's like, no. He's like, all right, you're safe today, rabbit. Well, I'm glad you're okay, man. That's scary stuff. We've had too many health scares on this show already.
Yeah.
And it really is concerning to me because I'm the only one that hasn't had one. And now I'm worried that I'm
next. You're next.
And luckily, I'm white, so I'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be.
They won't yell in my face. They'll be like, you're one of us. Sir.
I'd say
like, we'll give you the real drugs to save you.
That one. I thought they were trying to kill him. I thought because they weren't doing anything. Like,
yeah.
Nobody was doing anything. Like,
this was a very long PSA.
And the way they were looking at me, like
you had a horn growing out of your head.
Yeah,
I mean, you kind of
they
did.
don't give a shit about me. They fucking body. Let me die.
Well, thankfully they didn't. I'm glad that they didn't let you die because then we already learned what this show's like without you on it, and it's not great. So I'm glad you're back, Fred.
Thanks, man.
Long live Fred.
Glad to be here. Fred Tang forever.
That's right. Fred Tang forever. Well, we'll take a quick break, and I hope we all return on the other side.
Yeah.
No, of the break, not of like death. Yeah, not like the other side of life and death, like just the other side of the break. We'll be right back.
The Black Lincoln Collective podcast will return after a word from our sponsors.
Welcome back to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
BLC, baby.
Sorry, I had to go back to my regular voice. That was my regular voice. This is my radio voice. So I'm always like, hey, guys, let's play a game. So welcome back to the show. I did sound like that the other day. I was real stuffy, and my kids were like, they kept being like, Dad, stop using that voice, because I tend to, do voices sometimes. They're not good. And I was like, guys, I am not doing a voice. My nose was so stuffy. I was like, I can't even recreate it.
Hey, guys.
I was so stuffed up. Yeah, they were just like, Dad, stop doing that stupid voice. I'm like, I want to stop so bad.
Do your YouTube voice.
I can't. It is. It's my YouTube voice. So, but yeah, so we're back. We're better than ever. Thank you guys so much for still joining with us. We've decided to do a little something different. And we don't know if it's going to work out great or work out great.
Probably great.
I mean, those are our only two options, so it's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be big. We never came up with a name, though, Fred, so...
No, I don't think so.
Red line update. I don't know.
Midweek update.
There you go. So listen here. We're going to do some stuff, and Fred's going to talk, and I'm going to talk. It's just like the show. So just sit back, relax, fucking enjoy the show, I guess. I don't know.
All right.
I'm going to let Fred, you go first.
Well, of course. Thanks, Matt.
Oh, you want me to go? I'll go first. I got mine.
I'll go first. Go. I got mine ready. I don't give a shit.
Well, you flip for it. I got a coin right here.
Rochambeau.
All right. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Shoot.
Well, how are you that far off? Yes, I win. So you go first.
I can't believe it, Fred. I can't believe it. You saw him do
He's
that.
way behind, dude.
No, I was so behind. I was
He's
so
like
behind.
3 minutes ahead, and he's still behind.
It was like,
That's okay. That's what I expect. All right, Fred. So hit us with our first whatever.
What this is. So, okay. So, did you know that for more than 30 years, Garfield phones have been washing up on French beaches? The mystery, they finally solved the mystery, and a shipping container fell overboard.
Sure.
But it's still like Garfield is the cartoon cat that will never die.
That's awesome.
Like,
I used to
he's the
have a
worst
Garfield phone,
cartoon.
man. I love that thing.
Garfield never died.
He'll never.
He won't die. He's the worst cartoon. Like,
No, he's not the worst
the
cartoon.
thing is, the movies never make money.
Well, the
like-
movie sucked. The cartoon was good. He was lazy.
They're doing another movie.
I kind
Yeah,
of
they are doing-
dedicated a lot of my life to Garfield. Like I've lived in his dream world for most of my life.
Hell yeah, he hates Mondays.
Yeah, he hates Mondays. He loves lasagna. Like, what's not to love about this guy?
I know, but I don't know. It's just,
Fred's just jealous.
He died in Robot Chicken. He had a heart attack.
There's no Fred phone.
No Fred phone.
He's like, one day there'll be a Fred phone. Yeah, yeah. Picture like
Didn't when he rang, didn't the eyes go like?
No, not on mine. It didn't. But no, it closed. No, when you had it down, they would close, and when you would pick up the receiver, which was in his back, and they would open up.
Okay.
If I recall correctly, it's been a while.
So you talk through.
Yeah, and his tail was his tail was like the cord. See, so, pretty awesome.
I hate Mondays.
Who doesn't? God, who doesn't hate Mondays? I hate Mondays already. Well, Fred, in the news this week,
Show come out on Monday?
yes, but we love Monday. I love the show. We can start coming out on Tuesdays. We used to come out on Wednesdays, right, Alan? Or was it Tuesdays? I don't remember.
Tuesdays.
Who knows? We tried Mondays. Maybe we'll go back to Tuesdays.
Friday.
Who cares? We'll come out every day of the week.
Yeah.
We'll go to Zenith Day.
That's right. We'll go to all the days. So what we'll do is we'll just release 10 minutes of the show 7 days.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. Makes perfect sense.
It's great for your attention span.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, if you're, it would make sense. So, well, Fred, in the news this week, a Green Bay, Wisconsin man was back in court pleading not guilty to 2 charges, one for battery and one for disorderly conduct. Yep, that's right. D's Nuts Kroll was able to sign his $11,000 bond and was released shortly thereafter, which came as a relief to the judge who said, and I quote, "I'm tired of having D's Nuts up in my ass each week in this court." So this is a real guy named D's Nuts, and thankfully he got out.
D's Nuts what?
D's Nuts Kroll, Kroll. Kroll.
How would you change your last name to something like
What would you name in your mouth?
in your mouth? Yeah. I mean, if you're going with D's Nuts, you might as well put it
Yeah,
in
but
your
would you
mouth.
want somebody to call to be like, "Hey, Mr. In Your Mouth, you're up.
Yeah.
Now coming to the stand, Mr. D's Nuts in Your Mouth." Oh, that's actually pretty awesome.
That
But-
would kill every time.
That would kill.
That would kill every time.
Man, imagine I read that and I was like, this guy's parents
Yeah.
must
No,
be some of the
yeah.
biggest jerks in the world.
Unless he changed it,
Yeah, he did it himself, baby.
I don't think he did it himself. I mean, maybe he did. I don't know.
He's a comedian. I don't know.
I don't know. That doesn't hold a candle to our
criminal.
friends. And this was a while ago now, but it's still important. When 7 years ago, 7 or 9 years ago, a 19-year-old man named Bud Weiser was arrested Thursday evening for trespassing at a brewery with an uncanny similarity to his own name in St. Louis. So Bud Weiser snuck into the Budweiser brewery and got into a fight, and they arrested him.
he got into a fight. Perfect.
I mean, what else would he do?
This is my name.
My name.
I just again, why would you name yourself Bud? Why? Poor kids. This is what's wrong with the kids, Fred. Is that they have these names?
These names.
Ayahuasca Jones.
That's a good name.
I don't know. We had somebody. I did meet a kid the other day, and when somebody was like, I think my kid was like, "What's that kid's name?" And I was like, "I don't remember what it was, but it was something." They were like, "That's a weird name."
That's so.
I was like, "Well, everybody's got their own things, you know." Like, sorry that you guys have normal ass names. Sorry,
they're white names.
Right, Fred, your kids have white names. I would argue that your kids have whiter names than my kids to an extent.
She named them.
My daughter's name is pretty black.
What's your daughter's name? No,
Andrea.
No, come on.
It's like Andre. It's the girl version of Andre.
Yeah, come on.
That's every Andrea I've known has been right. Exactly.
I put okay, I'm gonna change the names. I'm putting love in front of all of them.
Andrea.
There you go.
There you go.
Lucas. Andrea. Lucas. Yeah.
Lucas. Damn it, Dad. Thank you.
La Ezekiel.
There you go.
Yeah. La Ezekiel.
I love it personally. So I think you should put just L apostrophe, not like LA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Freddie's like, yeah, they are white names.
Yeah, wait a minute. Gotta give him some street cred here.
There you go. All right. So, Indiana judge rules that tacos and burritos are now sandwiches, but
I quit the show.
The court remained oddly silent on hot dogs.
Well, you can't say a taco and a burrito is a sandwich and not call a hot dog a sandwich. Where is this judge?
Yeah, where is this?
Indiana? They don't even have tacos in Indiana.
Oh, the best tacos.
Do they? Do they have good tacos? Is there Indiana traditionally known for their tacos?
Yes.
Like, wow, honey, can't wait to go to Indiana and get some of those delicious tacos.
Indiana tacos.
Those tacos,
famous Indiana place of tacos.
Why would they call? Okay, so like I can understand. No, I can't.
No.
Is a wrap a sandwich?
It's
like a wrap? Like if you get a chicken Caesar wrap?
It's a wrap.
That's gonna get appealed.
A wrap,
a burrito and a wrap are the exact same fucking
wrap
thing.
It up, B.
Gotta wrap this burrito up.
Sandwiches. They're sandwiches now.
No, they're not.
I don't trust that.
So says the judge.
That was a judge. I bet that was a Trump appointed judge. It was like, I'll teach these Democrats something.
I'll say now here these tacos are now my here sandwiches.
The left wants you to believe that tacos are not sandwiches. We'll never let that happen. No.
They're Mexican sandwiches.
That's right.
No, they're not. They're tacos.
Sandwiches still the same, sir.
But that's not a
taco is a taco and a burrito is a burrito. Right. No sandwich. Nope.
Sandwich.
It's not even made out of bread.
Right. They're not even made out of bread.
I put it on a dagwood.
Who was this, George Wapner or something?
Yeah. Well, I hate that guy. So I'm never going to go to Indiana now. So sorry, Indiana listeners. I'm out.
Yep.
Can't do it. Can't go to that. That's a sham. That's a Travis Shamockery.
Yep.
Shamalama ding dong.
Shamalama dings. Well, Fred.
Now that's a sandwich.
Now that is a sandwich. Well, Fred, in local news.
Oh, yeah.
Not Indiana news.
Oh, no.
A South Carolina couple has been arrested for moving into a home that wasn't theirs.
Uh-oh.
The couple used doctored bank statements and made up confirmation codes to secure the keys and immediately move into the house. But within a few days, attorneys realized that they were being scammed, and the couple was arrested as the house was seized by authorities. Fortunately, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm just saying, how you gonna think you're gonna get away with that?
I don't know. But fortunately for the couple, Fred, and this is maybe why they thought they were. So fortunately for the couple, they had already forged their release papers from jail and were able to walk free later that day. I don't know if that's funny or not. I really don't know.
I think they did it just to see if they can do it.
I think so too. And like, I don't know how you do it. They just kept. So what they did is they said, like, so they did this thing, right? And they were like, listen, we're going through, we just had our identity stolen, like just recently. This is like the couple that said this. So like if things pop up and they look sketchy or they look whatever, it's because we had our identity stolen and we're trying to deal with that.
Yeah.
So that gave them that, like, bought them a little more time, and then they would just make up these confirmation numbers of like money transfers, doctor all their paperwork. Really, really good idea. And they lived in the house for hours, for like 4 days.
I mean, you got to have balls to do that. You got to have nuts to do that.
That's what they call confidence scheme. You know what I mean? You got to have confidence.
Well, the thing is, in South Carolina, the squatter law don't apply, so you can't get away with it.
Right. And it's not like it was even a nice house, but you know, whatever.
Still, you just had the balls to do it, man.
I agree. No, I agree.
And then have escape jail.
I don't know about the last part. I made that last part up.
Oh, did you?
That was my punchline.
We're gonna go with it. It was in the internet, so we're gonna go with it.
I thought it was real.
That was the punchline because I was like, oh, they forged their own release papers, so they were able to walk free. Yeah. All right, I tried. I didn't know if that was good or not, but I was like, we're doing it. Fuck it.
It was good enough that Freddie believed it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what that says really.
Freddie's not in the zone.
Flavor Flav is the official hype man for the U.S. women's water polo team in the Paris Olympics.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. What
As was foretold by the scriptures.
Wow.
We all knew Flavor Flav would eventually become the women's water polo. Put that on your bingo card for 2024.
Wow.
I thought he was dead.
I thought he was dead too. I really did.
I know he wasn't dead.
We talked about it a few weeks ago that I thought he was dead.
I thought
I know he wasn't dead. No.
But that's awesome. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Evidently, he's like he's sponsoring the team or something like that.
Oh, okay. I'm sure.
Well, I mean, them girls don't get money for nothing, man. Nobody,
that's what he said. He heard that they were
hard up.
Well, one of the team players was like feeling bad because they don't get like any sponsorship or like nobody watches it. You know what I'm saying?
So he sent them 25 oversized clocks
to wear in the pool.
Right. So you'll always know the time.
Fucking weighing them down.
Yeah. Like 3 more members of the women's water polo team drowned today because they couldn't get their humongous chains off their neck before they were stuck in the door.
That was a stipulation by Flav that they had to wear. They got to wear them.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
If you want the money, you got to wear
Flavor Flav.
Hey, good for Flav, man. That's one of those things. I don't know his situation nowadays. I don't know if he made good decisions and is well off or if he's broke or what, but it sounds like he must be doing all right. I mean, he's,
I think the rumor is that he was smart with his money,
Good.
Just a good marketer.
He probably invested in clocks.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
That would be what I would have invested in if I was him. I mean, like, sticking with the clock.
This will be the team. They've won 3 gold medals in a row.
And we still don't care.
So, yeah.
Go figure, right? That's sad, man.
But I will pay attention now because of Flavor Flav.
Right.
I gotta see how Flavor Flav does.
I hope they win a gold medal and then they raise them up on their shoulders.
Yeah, boy.
65-year-old Flavor Flav says, when I come out and watch the water polo team, USA, yo, I'm going to be the biggest hype man they ever had in their life.
I believe it, dude.
I'm going to be bigger than any cheerleader they ever had in their life. I'm going to cheer this team on, and I'm going to cheer this team into winning a gold medal.
Good for Flav.
Yeah.
That's like me being like, I'm going to cheer on the U.S. basketball team, and they're going to finally win one because of me. Like, no, they won like 18 in a row, but still, whatever. I'll take the credit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Fred, Memorial Day is coming up, as you know, and that's officially the start of summertime, which can really only mean one thing. It's time for Michigan's annual Prettiest Butthole competition. According to organizers, on June 1st, it's back, it's bleached, and it's ready to wink. And the Pink Eye Patrol will be on the scene to award the $2,000 cash prize to Michigan's Prettiest Butthole. One of last year's contestants was quoted as saying, "I love this competition, but it kind of stinks." So that is a real thing as well. Maybe not the quote, but the rest of it is real.
I mean, how could really how prettiest butthole? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen my butthole, so I don't know if it's pretty or not. You know?
Alan, you know what? I'm sure your butthole is very nice.
I don't even know if it's tanned. You know,
I don't want to know if it's tanned.
So you know, these people have to be.
Well, these are like it's like at a strip club. It's not like it's just like.
Well, yeah, I mean, but still, they got to have a mirror to look at it and be like, "Oh yeah."
No, they don't. If you're a stripper, plenty of people will look at your butthole.
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah. Honey, what you think of my butthole?
Yeah, how's my butthole looking today, hon? Well, it's looking a little furry, dear. There you go. See, that's how you win.
That's how it's
right. Yeah, that's how you make it wink. So, okay, Fred, you got any more? You got another story?
No, I think that's all.
Okay, I got another one. This one isn't as distinct.
Oh, damn.
So, well, Fred, you know, and Allan knows, of course, as well, of the infamous Japanese crime syndicate known as the Yakuza.
Yeah.
Right? Well, unfortunately for the Yakuza, I guess it depends on which side of this you land. They've kind of come on under hard times lately. So their membership really peaked in the 1960s. However, in 2013, the U.S. regulators assisted Japan in cracking down on the Yakuza and targeting their finances. So where they had all this money and all this other stuff, it's kind of fallen off a little bit. Well, not too long ago, one of the highest ranking members of the Takanagawa gang, which is part of the country's second largest Yakuza syndicate, got arrested. And would you care to guess what his crime was, Fred?
Racketeer?
No. Well, I don't know. What is racketeering?
It's like gangster shit.
Is that like stealing?
Stealing and
maybe Bitcoin?
Sort of. You're both sort of close.
Running the a criminal organization?
Not quite. Unfortunately, the guy whose name I will not say, mostly because I can't, I won't because I can't pronounce it. And I don't want the Yakuza to come and kill me. So, unfortunately, this gentleman or lady was apprehended late in April for their involvement in petty theft of stolen items worth 252,000 yen, which translates to about 120 or 1,200, basically 1,300 pounds, which is about $1,350. But part of the stash that he got caught, or he or she got caught with, was 25 Pokemon cards. So apparently, trading card theft in Japan is up recently because they're super portable, easy to resell for cash, difficult to track.
NFTs.
Right. So they also arrested a 56-year-old man who was unemployed because he helped plan this heist.
Oh my God, what happened to the Yakuza?
So
they just had a rough go of it.
Yeah, dude. In the 80s, I mean, you would come out with the movies and shit. The Avengers,
right?
What's his name? That whatever the archer guy, you know?
Yeah, Ronan.
Yeah, he was after the Yakuza guy, and now he's basically trading Pokemon.
Right. Well, so yeah, the French newspaper Le Monde highlighted the unusual nature of this leader's arrest for petty theft in Japan, which is a stark contrast to their well-known involvement in far more serious criminal activities, as evidenced by the 2015 gang split that forced a Yakuza syndicate to cancel its annual Halloween trick-or-treat event for children.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's just been rough for them, man. It's been a decline in gang membership and overall brutality over the last couple decades. Now they've just gotten into the card game. So, and they said also that COVID didn't help the Yakuza at all. So it's hard. It's hard. How are you going to recruit?
Yeah,
during COVID,
Yakuza got locked down.
Sorry, I guess if you're a Japanese authority, like cop, you just got to try and catch them all. Terrible. Oh, Fred, I do have one more story. This one really does hit home.
Yakuza.
Yeah. So this story really does hit home for me, Fred, and sincerely, like I've become a grizzled old man in my planet, and I try to never cry if I can help it, because that's not true. I cry, but I try not to cry over reading newspaper stuff.
I know now why you cry.
You'll know now why I cry, because Fred, it hurts my heart to say this. One of the most well-known and well-respected things in all of South Carolina has unfortunately burned to the ground. The famed UFO Welcome Center in Bowman, which is one of by far our oddest tourist attractions, burnt to the ground over the weekend. So I drive by there. My family does their family reunion out that way, like out toward Bowman. Right. So I would drive by there like every year, and it's such a you just like turn down this road. And then all of a sudden there's this huge like UFO that says like welcome travelers and all this other shit. But unfortunately it was crews from several area departments battled to save the center, but to no avail. And all that was left was smoldering ruins of wood and metal.
It was CIA. CIA did it.
Well, there's a lot out there. So Joey Pendarvis, who built the UFO Welcome Center in his backyard, said he doesn't know what started the fire, but he's hopeful officials will figure out how it started. He said, however, it is a total loss, including the trailer that he lives in. He said, Pendarvis, what a weird name, said, maybe another UFO came by and set the fire. He told the Post and Courier 4 hours after the blaze as he was eating breakfast in a nearby diner.
I believe it.
So very sad.
He fell asleep with that cigarette.
That's basically what he did. Yeah,
makes me really sad, man, because that was like seriously my favorite thing. It wasn't great.
It wasn't one blunt too many.
Smoking them trees.
Yeah.
Past that.
So he's had over. So Bowman, where he lives, only has less than 1,000 residents, and 25 years ago he built the center to greet aliens. And it's brought people from across the nation to his tiny little outpost about an hour away from Charleston. Wow. There is a sign on the front that says space people only, enter at your own risk. And you could go into it? I never went in. I used to drive by it all the time, and I never went in. Man. Well, okay. Well, maybe this is the reason. Ceiling boards were covered in exposed wires and cables that were intertwined throughout the center. Staircases took you to a dome-shaped room at the top where dozens of pie plates were used for porthole windows.
Come on,
From there, you could look out for signs of UFOs in the sky.
Even aliens got ocean.
Do you think this has anything to do with the Aurora Boreal?
Yeah, that's what happened. Yep.
They deemed it. The aliens deemed it unsafe.
Yeah, the aliens are like, no.
Yeah, they're like, no, I can't do this.
Can't have this,
man.
You can't have this representing our people.
No. So we fucked up with Roswell. We ain't fucking up again.
Yeah.
I would love to get this guy on the show. We should try to get this guy on the show.
Yeah.
He said he walked into town hall and applied for a building permit. While he was there, he got an application to run for mayor of Bowman in 2019, and he's like, I got 41 votes.
Hell yeah, 41.
That's pretty good.
Hey, out of 1,000. Hey.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean that could be a lot worse.
So how many people voted?
It's like,
I don't know.
Because you figure there's 1,000 people living there. Not everybody's going to vote.
Right.
So so he got 41 votes. Maybe 500 people voted.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Percentage wise, it's high.
Came in second.
It's not really how that works.
Came in second.
Second in a 2-person race.
I came in second. I lost to a goat.
That's right. I lost to my own alien center. But no, man, that's sad because I used to really look forward, and it's so stupid. It's such a stupid thing, but I would always look forward to drive by there. Not for any real reason. Not like, I mean, it was kind of a crap shack.
Knew that it was there.
It was just there. It was there, and I was like, one of these days, man.
That's like a checkpoint. You know
yeah. And I knew that meant I was really close to the reunion where there was nothing around. Oh God, that was the worst.
That was the most interesting thing there.
It really was, dude. It was by far, because then you get to the because we had it at a church every year, and a church with no AC, with no air conditioning, Fred. This isn't today's world.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys need AC, and they're like, no. And I'm like, y'all are too old. Like everybody in this church is too old.
Yeah.
If you don't need AC, that means you're elderly.
Yeah, bro. My parents, my wife has her family reunion, man. Bro, I'm like, there ain't no music, there ain't no games.
No, nothing fun.
It's just nothing fun, man.
Nope. And then they're like, who?
They got all these kids in the family, and the kids are just like so bored.
Oh, yeah. Every time we've gone, dude, they've been like, so what's the news? Anybody? Any news? Any births or deaths this year?
They have it every year. Like my family usually have it every 4 years. And
that makes sense.
They do it every year. And I'm like,
yeah. And they're mad if you don't show up.
Yeah.
Like, they get mad. I don't even know these people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know any of them. One year they convinced. So one year, and this is maybe I shouldn't, it doesn't matter. It's too late. One year we went and we all went, and like my sister was there. My sister had gotten really stoned before she went in. And that's fine. You know, I get it. I'm there with you. If I wouldn't have driven separately, I would have done the same thing. But so she got like real high, and then we're in there like in the church, and it's just like ass hot because it's always in the summer. They do it in the middle of the summer, like in mid-June. I don't know why. And somebody came up with she may have even suggested it, but they were like talking about like what can we do like to commemorate blah 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 family shit, you know, blah blah blah. And someone else was like, oh, we should do a family cookbook. Yeah. And, you know, and of course, all the like old ladies were like, oh, what's a grand idea? Blah, 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 blah. And then my sister, of all people, because again, she's stoned out of her gourd, is like, I'll do the cookbook. And she like stands up and like puts her hand like, I can do that. I'll take care of it.
Oh, God.
Right. And so I was like, oh. As soon as she said that, I was like, damn it. Now I have to do the cook. I know this means I have to do the cookbook. Yep. So yeah, so I ended up having to design and like get all these recipes. And Fred, I'm not even kidding you. Some of them were the trashiest recipes in the world. Like they were so bad, dude.
Ambrosia salad.
Ambrosia salad was one of them. Yeah, dude. I love that stuff. But like a lot of them were just so like I added some in. Like I just pulled some recipes online.
Just do like distant cousin Ralph.
Yeah.
His favorite 7-layer bean dip.
Uncle Wendy's chili. Yeah, Uncle Wendy's chili and all kinds of stuff. But like, yeah, because they wanted to put like they said it where they're like, you got to put the like who contributed it, right? Mm-hmm. And so like I knew, you know, I only know my family. So like anytime anyone in my family would contribute one, I would put it at the top of the list, like the first one, and then put everybody else's scrub shit behind it. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I have that cookbook somewhere, and I don't ever know. I never got paid for that. I guess that's family for you.
You're not supposed to get paid for it.
Well, I should have gotten paid because I didn't volunteer to do it.
You should have known when she volunteered.
I did know because I knew she was going to say, "Oh well, you got to do whatever."
When she volunteers, she volunteering you. You should know.
Right. That. Welcome to my life. It's sad, but it's true, and it is definitely true. Oh well, no, it's okay. Well, it'll be better eventually. I'm just thankful that they haven't asked to like to update it. Right. I'm like, I think all these people
update it.
Yeah, I'm like, we have the internet, y'all. We don't need
we don't need
any of this. I mean, it's cool, but no one's ever gonna like do it, and no one's ever, you know what I mean? Like, it's a whole thing. All right, guys. Well, you got anything else for us, Frederick?
Man, I think I'm done for the night.
Allan, how about you, buddy? Anything good?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to get out of here. We'll call it a week, and we'll be back next week with a brand new episode.
Yeah, BLC you later.
BLC ya.
Yeah.
We are laughing. And we are very good friends. Good buddy, sharing a special moment.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Just hang loose, blood. She gonna catch up on the rebound on the Mets side.
Get to the chopper!
Oh, what a day. What a day.
Well, that's all, folks.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Goddamn hit. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
As you know, I'm a man of special needs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.